This presentation will continue to build on the process we've previously outlined, provide you with real-life examples to make it easy for you to apply this process to your own business, and continue to help you learn how to establish a market-dominating position for your business. The majority of small businesses attempt to fulfill a specific demand for a product or service. However, what happens when that demand slows or stops? What happens when the competition sets up shop with a new and improved version of what you sell? How do you stay relevant while growing and maintaining your customer base? The answer is simple. You must learn how to innovate your business and offer extraordinary value by creating a market-dominating position. Previously, we discussed one of the world's most documented cases for creating a successful market-dominating position, Domino's Pizza. Domino's became a billion-dollar behemoth in an overcrowded market in just a few years. But consider how they did it. Domino's did not make the best-tasting pizza. They never offered their customers comfortable in-house dining. They never offered the largest selection on their menu. In fact, they offered the exact same pizza as all of their competitors. They dominated by adopting and implementing one major strategy. They created a market-dominating position, which was fast, hot pizza, targeted specifically for hungry college kids. So now ask yourself, what if anything makes your business different from your competitors as perceived by your target prospects and customers? This presentation will help you do exactly that. But first, it's important we review the process we outlined in our previous presentation. Differentiating your business from your competitors by creating a market-dominating position involves a 5-step process. Step number 1, determine your strategic position in the market. What specific niche market or segment of the market should your business focus on? Determining this involves combining the skills your business has with the unmet needs of your targeted prospects and then designing your product or service to fulfill those needs. Domino's strategic position was fast, hot pizza for hungry college kids. Starbucks' strategic position is delicious, handcrafted beverages that makes life better. Step number 2, determine your primary market dominating position. This is the most dominating advantage that separates you from your competitors. Domino's claimed it could deliver pizza in 30 minutes or less, or they would give it to you for free. This was the primary advantage that met the needs of their newly defined market position, hungry college kids that wanted food fast. Step number 3, determine your supporting business model. How will you specifically deliver what your strategic position and primary market dominating position promises? What changes, if any, do you need to consider making to your business to ensure you deliver consistently on your position and your promise? Domino's built a supporting business model that enabled them to consistently provide their promised primary advantage, which was fresh hot pizza delivered within 30 minutes. To make good on this promise every time, they were forced to create a supporting business model where they built low-cost, plain vanilla stores strategically located near college campuses. And since college kids aren't the most reliable workers on the planet, they were forced to hire additional delivery staff and have additional drivers on a standby basis. Together, these innovations allowed them to consistently meet and often exceed their primary market dominating position. Step number 4, determine your secondary market dominating position. What additional competitive advantages does your business offer that your customers will perceive as being different from your competition? Domino's secondary benefit might include special pricing, assorted sizes, a much broader selection of toppings, or additional menu items. Step number 5, create your market dominating position statement or elevator pitch. This is a simple statement you can create by combining steps 1 through 4. This helps you state unequivocally what differentiates you from your competitors to your target prospects and customers. Domino's market dominating position is neatly summed up in its slogan, fresh hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. An expanded version of this might say, Domino's provides busy customers with fresh hot pizza and other food items within 30 minutes or less. Our assorted pizza offerings combined with our value pricing makes Domino's affordable to everyone. Let me give you an additional example to illustrate the power of the market dominating position. One of our previous clients was a well-known national carpet retailer. At the time, he specialized in offering used carpeting. He had professionally cleaned and sanitized so it looked almost like new. After several successful years selling used carpet, he noticed that his customers were trending away from used and demanding new carpet. He decided now was the time to make the change into this new market. So he decided to survey his previous customer base to discover exactly what it was they wanted when purchasing new carpet for their homes. Number one on this list was personalized service. Most people know absolutely nothing about carpet, quality, durability, comfort, and so on. They wanted a professional that could take them by the hand and help them make a wise decision that matched their lifestyle. They wanted a customized solution, and they preferred a shop-at-home option so they could compare each carpet sample to their home's interior color, their present decor, and match it against the color of their furniture. Naturally, also popping up on this survey were the typical survey responses, such as large selection, low price, extended warranty, free installation, discounted padding, and so on. This helped our retailer define his strategic position, which he now identified as frustrated homeowners that demand personal in-home service. His primary market dominating position became customized decorating services from the comfort of your home. His secondary market dominating position focused on offering a large selection, low price, extended warranty, free installation, and discounts on padding. Once he had this clearly defined, he could now create his supporting business model to make sure he could deliver on his implied promises and positioning. He had his sales staff trained by a professional decorator. Instead of taking the standard booklet of swatches that contained 30 of the most requested styles and colors, they started carrying a selection of more than 300 swatches, each of them segmented by style and color variation. They set up an instant price quote system so the sales staff could provide exact price quotes on the spot and close the deal without having to come back a second time. This alone greatly increased their conversion rates, since most prospects are in their peak buying state when they are most excited with the choices they're making. But one addition they made really made an impression with their prospects. Although tape measures are an accurate way to measure out a room for carpet, the sales staff noticed that prospects seemed wary of manual measurements, especially when the tape was read by the salesperson and the prospect wasn't able to see the actual measurement themselves. One additional feature they added to their supporting business model was laser measurement. You can now purchase inexpensive laser devices that measure room sizes to the millimeter and then display the results digitally for everyone to see. This immediately established trust with the prospects, who knew for sure they were being charged for the exact amount of carpet they would need. With all of these components in place, he then created his market dominating position statement or elevator pitch, which he used throughout all of his marketing collateral. Let's explore some additional fundamentals that can assist you in the successful development of this process. Let's look at 4 categories you can explore when determining your strategic position. The first category is called demographics. This basically defines the physical components of your target customer. There are 6 areas to look at when it comes to demographics. First is their gender. Is your product or service used primarily by men, women, or both genders? If it favors just one gender, can you make it appealing to the other? As a kid, my mom used to go to the beauty shop while my dad and I went to the local barber shop. Today, everyone goes to a hairstylist. We don't think of them anymore as beauticians or barbers. Stylist appeals to both genders. And now we sit next to each other in the same establishment. Look for similar ways to broaden the appeal for what you offer. The second area to look at is their age. Does your product or service cater to just one or two specific age groups? If so, can you broaden your appeal to include young kids, tweens, teens, Generation X, Gen Y, baby boomers, and seniors? Consider various options such as special discounts for students or seniors, full service options, special parking, reserved seating, VIP access, closed captioning, sign language for hearing impairment, and so on. I've often wondered why certain magazines that appeal to both young and old continue to offer 10-point type when older adults can't read that small type. What would happen if they tested a second issue using 14-point specifically tailored for the senior market? Certainly worth a test, wouldn't you agree? Talk about a market dominating position. The third area is income level. What income level do you currently serve, and is there an opportunity to provide service to a different income level? You always want to look for options and opportunities to appeal to the greatest number of prospects that fit your target customer profile. Financing options can bring even the most expensive item into the realm of affordability with a little creative thinking. The auto industry began to boom when they introduced their leasing programs. Now you can lease a $40,000 Mercedes for $369 per month, making this expensive vehicle affordable to a broader income level. The fourth area involves ethic or culture. Do you need to consider this category when marketing what you sell? If so, you need to take this into account when creating your literature, marketing collateral, and verbal communications, such as phone conversations and personal contacts. Do you need to carry targeted items that favor specific groups, such as a grocery store located in a heavily populated Japanese, Hispanic, or Greek neighborhood? The fifth area to consider is location. Is your target customer primarily urban or suburban? Prospects living in the city have much different transportation needs and safety considerations than the suburban counterparts. A grocery store located a mile away isn't a problem for someone with a car, but it's a real obstacle to a city dweller that relies on public transportation. And the sixth and final area to consider is their level of education, both academically and from a technical standpoint. Does your product or service appeal to academics such as online and offline training programs on specific topics, or do you sell a desirable product that requires a hefty amount of technical proficiency in order to operate it? If so, you may have to provide an owner's manual that dummies down the technical requirements. And is there anything else you can do to remove the technical and replace it with the practical? That's a reason why the dummy manuals are often best sellers when it comes to common yet technical products and services. Be sure you carefully consider all of these areas when identifying the demographics for your target customer. The second category is called psychographics. This determines the emotional makeup of your target customer. This is typically the most important of these four categories to define, since prospects buy based on emotion. They only use logic to justify their purchase. This is where you want to identify what we refer to as their hot buttons. Hot buttons are the problems, fears, frustrations, and concerns most prospects experience when they buy what you sell. You fear pain when going to the dentist. You're frustrated by the typically long wait time at the doctor's. You're concerned when you take something in for repair, concerned that the final price won't match the estimate. If you can accurately identify your prospect's hot button issues and then innovate your business to solve them forever, you have just created a market dominating position. You should also consider additional psychographic areas such as their health, their hobbies and interests, sports, education, personal causes they may be involved in, both political and social, as well as leisure activities. The third category is their business profile. This is primarily for businesses that sell to other businesses. Consider our e-learning system. It is the perfect bolt-on to any business that sells B2B. Every small business on the planet needs help with their marketing and sales. By offering that assistance, it adds massive value to whatever product or service the host business sells. Who would rather do business with? An accountant who performs your bookkeeping services every month, or the accountant who also provides an online system that can quickly double your profits and show you how to build your business to $1 million and more in total revenue? That's a simple answer, isn't it? The fourth and final category involves the service and price levels you offer. Both of these will determine the market you want to service. Walmart targets the price shoppers while Nordstrom's targets the big spender market. Just remember that even when your market is driven by price, there are always segments of that market that will pay for quality, and raising prices enables you to invest in higher quality services. You should consider offering premier products or services for these individuals and businesses. We also previously looked at 3 separate categories that will enable you to separate your business from your competition. Let's quickly review them and then provide you with several examples to help you put all of this together for your own business. Category number 1 involved the level of service you provide. There are a total of 6 different areas where you can add value when it comes to service. The first area is typically one of the most important to prospects: Convenience. Remember that most people today value time more than money. Look at these 6 areas to see if you can provide more convenience to your prospects and customers. First, your location. This is probably the best way to provide convenience when it's applicable for your business. Second, availability. Your customers want to do business in their schedule, not yours. Ask yourself what you can do to make your business more available, including extending the hours or the days you're open for business. The third area involves the ordering process. Ordering should be easy. If ordering is typically a headache for your customers, then solving this problem can help you to establish a powerful market dominating position. A fourth area to look at involves delivery. When providing your customers with a more convenient location isn't an option, then the next best thing you can do is to bring your product or service to the customer. One area involving delivery that's now growing by leaps and bounds is mobile services. This is where the business comes directly to your location to perform their services. This is not only more convenient, but it also enables the business to perform a consultative type sale by helping the customer directly. The fifth area to investigate involves payment terms. If your competition doesn't offer any type of financing options, you can differentiate your business by offering payment terms over 30, 60, or 90 days. Offer multiple payment options such as a 3 easy payment plan. The sixth and final area to consider involves miscellaneous services. What additional services do your customers consider to be important? Offer them whenever you can. Consider these 6 areas when looking for ways your business can provide more convenience. The second of 6 areas where you can add value when it comes to service is speed. In today's fast-paced society, speed and convenience are becoming major players in our customers' buying decisions. Find opportunities here you can exploit, and your business can quickly dominate your market. The third area is education and training. Prospects and customers today value education and training as much as they do value and price. They want to take advantage of all the benefits your product or service can offer them, and they know that education and training can help them accomplish that goal. The fourth area is to completely remove all potential purchase risk to the prospect. 100% money-back guarantees and generous return policies are quickly becoming the norm in most industries. However, look at your industry closely, and if you find that none of your competitors offer a 100% money-back guarantee, then you have the opportunity to make your business the only logical choice by doing so. The fifth area is quality. Although quality is a vague term, it can be a powerful differentiator. Think of quality as the perceived benefit received by the customer. The sixth and final area where you can add value when it comes to service is security and safety. With internet scams and online fraud making headlines daily, not to mention overall crime rates at all-time highs, security and safety have now entered into the decision-making process for most prospects when it comes to purchase selection. Be sure you consider these 6 areas when it comes to service as a way to add massive value and create a market-dominating position for your business. Now that you have some fresh ideas to consider, let me provide you with several examples that show you how to properly identify and position your strategic position, primary market dominating position, secondary market dominating position, and supporting business model. Let's begin with an accountant. Let's assume this accountant has a passion for helping small business owners just starting their business. Their strategic position would be small business startups. Their primary market dominating position could include consulting them regarding the best financing options or the proper corporate structure to use to minimize tax liability. Another option may include guiding them in the selection of their office equipment and computer system. A third option may include helping them to initially set up their bookkeeping and accounting system at no charge. Their secondary market dominating position might include a free consultation and access to the accountant's proprietary software programs. Whichever of these they select to be their primary and secondary market dominating positions, they need to build a supporting business model to deliver on their promise. In this example, that might be to appoint a dedicated staff member that has small business expertise, in-depth knowledge when it comes to small business loans, funding, investors, or strategic alliances with other experts in any or all of these areas. Their staff may need specialized training in all areas applicable to small business startups. It may even require the ability to outsource the programs and services being offered initially for free to reduce the financial exposure to this accountant. Once all of these are clearly and specifically identified, the accountant can then use these 4 areas to create their very own market-dominating message with the help of our program titled, How We Create Your Elevator Pitch Using Our 4-Part Process. Let's look at another example involving a remodeling contractor that specializes in unique designs and remodeling projects. Their strategic position would be unique, one-of-a-kind interior projects for upscale homes. In this specific situation, unique one-of-a-kind interior projects would also be their primary market dominating position. Or they may choose to emphasize the fact that they have on staff an entire network of custom building specialists, or that they offer a no-cost, no-obligation initial design for their homeowners. Another possibility is they may maintain a staff of on-site designers. All of these would be excellent primary market dominating positions. Their secondary primary market dominating position might include providing the homeowner with a lien waiver that prevents a subcontractor from placing a lien on the home in the case of a pay dispute with the contractor. Or they may require all subcontractors to sign a code of ethics and integrity standard that requires specific behaviors on the job in the event the homeowners have small, impressionable children. Other secondary market dominating positions might include a daily cleaning crew that leaves the home spotless every evening. The workers always wear dust caps and shoe covers to avoid staining the carpet throughout the home, as well as getting any project changes or alterations signed off with the homeowner before starting the work. Whichever of these they select to be their primary and secondary market dominating positions, they need to build a supporting business model to deliver on their promise. In this example, they may be to have an attorney create a formal lien waiver form for signing along with a code of conduct and ethics standard template. This contractor may need to hire custom craftsmen to specialize in specific custom projects such as stonework or high-tech electronic installations, access to custom order products and services, as well as custom tools and equipment to create unique features and designs within these high-dollar homes. Then again, once all of these are clearly and specifically identified, the remodeling contractor can use these 4 areas to create their own market-dominating message with the help of our program titled, How We Create Your Elevator Pitch Using Our 4-Part Process. Use these examples to guide you in identifying your strategic position along with your market-dominating position. Build your business model so you easily and consistently deliver on that market-dominating position, and then create your market-dominating message so that every qualified prospect hears that message, immediately feels as though they would be an absolute fool if they bought from anyone else but you. As you can see, our overall focus is to help you continue to build the business you've always dreamed of having.